Hey guys, Wages World here. It is May 12th. I guess here in a few hours be the 13th. But we're gonna start with the Schumann here real quick. Yeah, kind of strange what's going on here, and I'll talk to you about it here in just a second. But I just wanted to pop on here and give you guys kind of an update on what was going on with those CMEs and the Schumann right here. If you didn't notice already that this right here, this tool's been down for almost a day. Now, I didn't even recognize it yesterday. I didn't even look at the date. It's been down since noon. Well, it'd be almost 24 hours now. We're not getting an update from the Schumann right now. And that's kind of suspicious to me because there's so much other stuff that's going on right now. You know, and I'm going to show you one of the weirdest, and I mean the weirdest CMEs I've ever seen in my entire life. It's extremely odd, and we'll take a look at it, and I'll show it to you here in a second. But as far as this one, I already talked about this particular graph yesterday in my video. It hasn't updated since. But I did want to show that to you that this is not updating, so we don't have any data from this right now. So we don't know what it's doing. And I think that this tool never does this, guys. Okay? Usually when this thing will have issues or whatever, it'll be down for 2 or 3 hours, maybe. And then sometimes the biggest one that we've seen was like a 12-hour outage of this tool, and we didn't even get to see the data after that. Hopefully they'll put the data back when this one comes back up. But that's what's going on with that. Now the CME I'm getting ready to show you guys is crazy. And all I got to say is, have a little bit of fun there, okay? I know. I'm kind of stupid like that sometimes. Anyway, here's what I showed you guys yesterday, okay? The magically disappearing CME. Guys, I still don't know what caused that. I've just personally never seen a CME do that. Okay? Why it would blow out like that and then not to see anything else after that is really strange. And I have to say, like I said before, it's almost like, maybe something's there. I don't know. But you can clearly see that blow off, and then where's it go? It just goes away. It's like it didn't even happen. And that's what really bothered me about this one, because it is what it is, but look at that. It's just kind of nuts. So, what I want to show you is this, okay? This is where it's going to blow your mind. Okay, so what you're going to see, guys, is you're going to see what looks to be a CME on the left side catch up with another CME on the left side. It's almost like two separate explosions happened, eruptions, I should say, and one of them caught up with the other. But it looks to be like some sort of an object or something in there too. Okay, I'm going to back this up so we can see it real quick. I'm going to try to make this, and I'm sorry guys, I just got off work a few minutes ago. I seen this, I wanted to show it to you guys real quick. I haven't had time to put filters on it or anything. But look at this, guys. That's no filter whatsoever. Okay? When they show up like that, that's kind of crazy. That's all I got to say about that. Now, that's going to be important what I'm talking about here, because everything's kind of centering around this. So watch what happens as we move forward in time here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow this down and just hit play. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oop, I got to go in reverse. Let's go back the other way. Now, remember that happened too. Two CMEs at the same time. It wasn't two CMEs, though, guys. I want to give you a correction on that. That's just what the tool seen. But I don't think it was on the right side. I just think it was a mistake on the tool to see it as such. Now, you see what's happening here, right, guys? On the left side. Yeah, I've just never seen a CME do that. Okay? And what looks to me is that one blew off and then another one blew off and it caught up with it. Okay? But we have to keep in mind what happened the day before. Okay? This is what happened the day before. Remember? The one on the left side there that disappeared. Okay? So we got 3 different like ejections here that are going right at the same spot. That is not, yeah, it doesn't usually happen that way, guys. You know, and this tool is kind of showing one on the right side too. That probably is a small ejection, but it's nothing big. And I'm going to say this too. I don't think any of this is coming at us right now. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. But as you can see, did you see that right there? Okay. Well, when we watch it, we're going to watch it right here. Watch what it does when it gets to here. Watch the black right there. Watch. Boom. See how it did that? You see how it surged forward? Now, when I see those kind of surges, the first thing I think of is, man, that thing just jumped time. Right? So I went up here and I watched it. And nothing jumped. Nothing went too fast. Nothing went too slow. We might have missed a half hour or something here or there. But that's normal. We wouldn't see a big jump like that in just a half hour. At least we shouldn't. Okay? So, as we watch this, it does look like something caught up with something else. Now, what's that called? Well, they just actually caught that on one of the tools a few months ago. It's called an interplanetary shockwave. And what that is when, let me pause this just for a second. Okay, what that is it's when, say you got a charged particle here moving at 5 miles per hour. And you got one here moving at 10. When this one catches up with this one, that's when it happens. So what happens when that happens? Well, you would think that they would collide into each other, right? Well, that's not usually what happens, okay? Their electromagnetic fields start interacting with each other, okay? So you got a charged particle here, and say its magnetic field is right here, and it's positively charged. Then you got one over here that's negatively charged. Those are going to attract each other. Okay? But what if this one's positive and so is that one? They're going to repel each other. That's when you get these big shock waves. Okay? I call them big. They're not that big. But they do cause a little extra energy and they can cause some issues. Okay? That is a real thing that happens with just simple solar wind. So you can imagine if a CME, all that energy is moving at a certain speed, and then another CME blows off behind it and catches up to it. Man, that's a lot of energy. That's all I got to say. So we'll start that back up. But again, guys, what you're seeing here is what looks to be some sort of a, I don't know, man. It just looks like there might be something right there, guys. Again, I hope Scott takes this and does something with it and looks at those through filters and stuff. He may already have done so. I haven't had a chance to look at anything, guys. I just got home from work and was looking at this and thought, well, I'll throw a video together real quick. Because the Schumann ain't updating either. That really does bother me. But ain't that strange? It's pretty clear to me that something is going on in that area, guys. And plus, there's sunspots on that side. So, they're going to be rotating through, okay? The sunspots are over here on the side, on the left side. They're rotating this way. So, when they get Earth facing, this is what we got to watch for. This is why I talk about sunspots. Because things happen more often around them. Alright, guys, I wanted to show you this real quick. This is not updated yet, okay? This is that same CME from the other day on the 5th. So this thing hasn't updated, so there's not much to report there. Okay, guys, this is geoelectric field model. I show you guys sometimes. It's the effect of solar weather on our grid, on our electrical grid system. There's actually something to talk about here, guys. And again, remember this. This is what really makes it even that much more odd, is the fact that the Schumann has not been updating. Okay? But yet we are most definitely seeing an increase in what's going on here. Okay? Whatever's hitting us is actually, it has a good chance of affecting our grid here in some way. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying that it could. When we see stuff like this, see that one little spike right there? Let's back that up right there. Okay? See that? We don't see that very often. All right? Now, it's not saying that that's horrible. That happened, what time did that happen? Let's look. At 1900 on the 12th. So that would be 7 UTC. Just about an hour or two ago. Okay? So this is happening in like real time. Now you can see even the yellows showing up right there in Vermont and New Hampshire. You know, I don't know if there are any power outages or anything going on over there. If people's internets may be running slow. All that kind of stuff can affect this stuff, guys. But you have to wonder that if we're starting to see this kind of stuff, are we starting to cross that that sheet? Okay, or we could get some geomagnetic activity from it. Also, you know, the Schumann's down, so we can't even use that to judge. Because I guarantee you, if we're seeing this kind of stuff right here, it's happening over there in Russia too. Okay, as the Earth rotates through, and that's where those tools for the Schumann that we show you are. They're over on that side of the world, and yeah, so it's happening there too. It'd be interesting to see a Schumann signature while this is going on, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to do that. So let me, I'll play that some more. Let's just start at the beginning, okay? Now something else, I mean, you've seen that big bright wham. So something like, we could have had like a small solar flare or something, I guess. Or it could just be a burst of solar wind. I mean, really, it could be that simple. But that most definitely was pretty intense. Alright guys, it's kind of crazy, really. Like I said, I just got home from work and I hadn't been over at spaceweather.com yet. Look. Far side solar activity. First article. High latitude sunspots on the side of the sun. There's 2 of them, it says. So, yeah. Then it talks about Comet Swan, okay? It's viewable by at the northern hemisphere now, guys. It says here, we are in lockdown in Botswana and not allowed to venture out. 10 minutes after the start of the astronomical twilight, that's when Swan rose above the tree in this guy's area of the world. Okay, it looks, you know, look at that, guys. Ain't that crazy? There it is. If you haven't had a chance to take your kids out and seen this, if you got a chance to do that, please do it. Okay, you'll never forget that. You really won't. I still remember going out and looking at Hale-Bopp and looking at Halley's Comet when I was a kid. And, you know, that's a great memory to have. So, I would suggest you guys do that with your kids. If nothing else, spend some time with them. With, you know, kind of interact with them and teach them something here a little bit. But anyway, far side solar activity. You know, everybody, you know, spaceweather.com's seeing it now too. They were probably already seeing it already. But there it is. You see it? What they've done is they've taken the extreme ultraviolet, and this right here is one of the tools that kind of stretches it out, makes it flat, so we kind of got a different view here. It's not the typical spherical sun we're looking at. This is just looking at it in a different way, but there they are. They're there. When they get right in front of us, guys, we're going to have to really pay attention to these things. I mean, and pay attention to them close, because, yeah, if they stay that active, we will definitely see some activity. Just so you guys know. But guys, I'll probably come back a little bit later on with another video as more stuff comes in. I really haven't looked at any like earthquake stuff or anything like that, but I just wanted to pop on here and give you guys an update on that. So, God bless. Yeshua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.